9 News at Noon starts right now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Shocker, and while Denver continues to thaw from Wednesday's snow, the mountains are preparing for another storm to hit. Let's take a live look at I-70 near Loveland right now, where you can see the biggest snowstorm. Oh, yes. So far this season, it has already arrived. You can even see some snowflakes right there in front of the camera. But the roads look nice and clear. Joining me now is meteorologist Jaden Knowles with our 9 News Weather Impact team. Happy Friday, Jaden.
Well, happy Friday, Sam. What another great honor it is to be on this show with you. You always just do such a great job. But let's talk about weather. We already just saw that tower cam along I-70 near the tunnels. It is coming down, but it's nothing compared to what we're experiencing or going to experience late tonight into tomorrow morning. We're talking about maybe about 1 to 2 feet as possible for the high country. The heaviest snow will come early Saturday morning, and we are talking about gusty conditions. Wind speeds up to 60 miles per hour is possible in some locations. We're going to break all that down for you. But so far, if we take a look at just some of the winter alerts that we have, winter storm warnings for the high country, like I mentioned, up to 1 to 2 feet is possible, especially up towards parts of Steamboat Springs. Current temperatures right now, though, if you're on lunch break and you're trying to eat outside, it is a little bit chilly out there. Temperatures in the low 40s, 34 degrees at the airport, 41 at Centennial, then also 40 degrees at Central Park. So I know what radar looks like right now. You're seeing those isolated flurries over towards the eastern plains as well as across the metro area. It's too dry here at the surface. We're not actually seeing them. That's what's happening above us. So that's the reason we're not seeing that actually outside, but we are seeing that on the radar. But what we are seeing is that snow continuing for the high country, and that's expected to continue for most parts of this afternoon. Here's what's in my forecast: 40 degrees. We'll see bits and pieces of sunshine, but for the most part, mostly cloudy conditions. Overall, we'll tell you the timing, the details, and the totals of what to expect for the high country later on in the show. Sam?
Jaden, thank you. Friends and family will gather this afternoon to honor the life of Colorado State Senator Faith Winter. She died in a car crash on I-25 the night before Thanksgiving. Governor Polis has ordered flags around the state be flown at half-staff to honor her. 9 News reporter Steve Stager is at the state capitol this morning, where Winter's memorial service is planned later today.
The memorial service for Faith Winter takes place here on the west steps of the Capitol starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon to honor Faith Winter, who is entering her 12th year at the state legislature, her final year as a state lawmaker. Winter was an environmental advocate and a political organizer for years before she won a House seat in 2014, then flipped a Republican-held Senate seat in Westminster. She did that holding on to some liberal positions on climate, abortion rights, and paid family leave. Winter was also a leader on transportation issues, laser focused on increasing mobility options for people in the Denver metro area specifically. She helped pass several fare-free months for transit systems across the state. You're looking at the flag at the Colorado State Capitol right now, which is flying at half-staff by order of the governor to honor Faith Winter. That started this morning and runs through Saturday at sunset. Winter leaves behind 2 children. She was 45 years old. And police are still investigating what led up to that crash on I-25 at Dry Creek Road the night before Thanksgiving. We're at the Capitol at this hour. Steve Stager, 9 News.
A Denver District Court judge had denied Governor Polis's request to dismiss a lawsuit over disclosing information over to ICE. Our partners at the Denver Gazette say that former director of the Colorado Department of Labor, Scott Moss, filed a lawsuit to prevent disclosing data on 35 people who are the custodians of unaccompanied children. ICE claimed it wanted the data to ensure there were no instances of human trafficking, but a subpoena provided no evidence to those claims. Back in June, Judge Bruce Jones warned the Polis administration about the drawbacks of complying with the subpoena without first notifying that people that ICE sought. Polis has until December 10th to respond to the court's ruling. Turning now to an update in the search for a 20-year-old woman reported missing in northern Colorado. Kaylee Russell's car was pulled out of a canal and her body was found inside. Kaylee was last seen on Sunday after her father helped her change a flat tire at a Loveland Park and Ride. She was headed to Pierce to visit a friend, but never arrived. As days passed, family and friends organized search parties with hopes of finding her. Family friend Faith Campbell knew the importance of their search.
They're pretty torn apart. They lost her brother a couple years ago, so losing Kaylee has been very hard on the both of them.
Right now, CSP says investigators are working to figure out what exactly caused that crash. RTD is looking to get the E-Line back in service by the end of the year after a fuel tanker crash on Thanksgiving badly damaged the Yale Street Light Rail Bridge. Right now, trains can only cross the bridge one track at a time, forcing E-Line riders into a staggered schedule. Crews are working on an accelerated repair plan. Emergency repairs include X-rays of the structure, removing damaged panels, reinforcing concrete, and backfilling the decking. Once that work is done, the bridge will get inspected before both tracks reopen. An attorney for Tina Peters is issuing a direct warning to the judges and elected officials who are keeping the former county clerk in prison for breaching election systems. Peter Tickton is now talking about judges getting arrested or even executed. Peters is 1 year into a 9-year sentence for tampering with voting systems in an attempt to prove President Trump's debunked claims of election rigging. Her attorney was talking with MAGA podcaster Joe Altman from Douglas County. He's a close ally of Peters and called for the execution of Colorado's Democratic governor, the Secretary of State, and Attorney General, saying they are, quote, a synagogue of Satan Jews. Wow. President Trump has railed against the state of Colorado for not releasing Peters on his demand. He can't pardon the former elected clerk of Mesa County because she was convicted on state charges.